Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold and the Beautiful News official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. In a twist that has left fans stunned, a child has become the epicenter of one of the most earth-shattering storylines in Bold and the Beautiful history. Hayes Forrester, the young and observant son of Steffy Forrester and Dr. John Finn Finnegan, has accidentally unveiled a shocking secret involving Luna Nozawa, a secret so explosive, it threatens to destroy relationships, expose long-buried truths, and unravel the fragile stability of the Forrester family. What started as innocent chatter from a toddler has turned into the cornerstone of a spiraling crisis that could alter the legacy of the Forresters forever. In this 100,000-word deep dive exposé, we peel back the layers of betrayal, hidden paternity, obsession, and heartbreak, all triggered by one child's unexpected confession. Buckle in, B&B fans. This is not just a spoiler, it's a revelation. Hayes speaks up. It was a quiet morning in the Forrester mansion when Hayes, with his crayons and scribbled drawings, uttered the words that would change Steffy's world forever. "Mommy, Auntie Luna was crying in your bed. She said something about a baby. She said it wasn't his." Steffy paused, stunned. Was it just childlike imagination? Or did her son just unlock a truth no adult dared to confront? Steffy starts investigating. Haunted by Hayes' words, Steffy began noticing inconsistencies in Luna's behavior. She remembered the late-night footsteps, the muffled sobs in the hallway, and Luna's strange reaction when Finn mentioned babies. Her intuition, sharpened by years of navigating Forrester family drama, kicked in. Hayes wasn't lying. Something was very, very wrong. Luna's unstable mind. Flashbacks show Luna unraveling emotionally in recent weeks. She seemed lost, anxious, and deeply conflicted. She whispered to herself in empty rooms, often clutching a silver locket, the same one Hayes was later found playing with. Was Luna suffering from psychological trauma? Or hiding something darker? The audio recording. In a shocking twist, Steffy finds an old baby monitor recording tucked away on her phone. In it, Luna's voice is unmistakable. "I can't keep this secret. I think I'm pregnant, but it might be Finn's." A heavy silence followed. Then, another whisper, "Steffy can never find out." But Steffy had found out, from Hayes. Finn's shock and denial. When Steffy confronts Finn, he denies any involvement. He insists Luna misunderstood their closeness at a medical seminar. But Steffy remembers the awkward glances, the lingering hugs, and Luna's overly affectionate tone when talking about Finn. The web of suspicion grows. DNA test drama. Steffy demands a DNA test, not just to confirm Luna's pregnancy, but to determine the baby's father. Luna, backed into a corner, agrees. But the results shock everyone. The DNA partially matches Hayes. How is that even possible? Unless Luna stole Hayes' hair for the sample. Was she trying to manipulate the Forrester fortune by claiming lineage? RJ's involvement? RJ Logan re-enters the picture, adding another layer of chaos. Steffy accuses him of being the real father. Luna sobs, refusing to confirm or deny. Brooke and Ridge are furious, clashing with Steffy and Taylor in a boardroom showdown. The family fractures under the pressure. Luna's psychotic break. A breakdown ensues. Luna locks herself in a Forrester office, tearing apart design sketches and screaming about betrayal. She accuses Steffy of trying to steal her life, of never respecting her. Baker is called. Sheila lurks nearby. It becomes clear Luna is on the verge of psychological collapse. Sheila knows something. Sheila approaches Finn in private, alluding to the truth. "You need to ask yourself, Finn, what really happened the night of the conference in New York." Finn reels. Could he have been drugged? Was Luna not in her right mind? Sheila gives no answers, just a chilling smirk. Steffy's ultimatum. Steffy delivers an ultimatum: Luna must leave Forrester Creations, or she will go public with the audio recording. Luna begs. Finn hesitates. Ridge supports Steffy. Brooke sides with RJ. The company hangs in the balance. The final showdown. At a Forrester gala, chaos erupts. Luna tries to confront Steffy but collapses on stage. Doctors rush in. In her final conscious moments, Luna turns to Hayes and whispers, "You were the only one who heard me." The screen fades to black. What's next? Is Luna pregnant? Is Hayes truly the key to the mystery? Will Finn admit a forgotten encounter? Can Steffy forgive betrayal? Will RJ fight for his reputation? And most importantly, is Sheila orchestrating everything from the shadows? Steffy and Carter sat in Eric's office agitating all the missing silk that no way made it to Los Angeles. Steffy handed Carter a sample of Daphne's new men's scent. He took a trace and declared that it might be her stylish yet. Ridge walked by and agreed with Steffy that they demanded Daphne back. "I know that your fiancé has issues with her, but we cannot let Hope's passions intrude with the company's success," Steffy told Carter. So, he took the occasion to bring up another content. "Have you given any study to resuming Hope for the future?" Carter asked. "Hope's willing to do what it takes to make that be, but we've to back her 100. Ridge said that he and Steffy were agitating it, but had not made up their minds. "So, it's the usual. Hope is at Forrester, but her line is in limbo," Carter said. Steffy admitted she still could not forget what happened with the achievement. She brought up Daphne again, but Carter wanted to be sensitive to Hope's passions. Steffy asked Carter to try to move Hope to get over what happened with Daphne. Just also, Carter entered a textbook from Hope and ran off to see her. When Steffy and Ridge were alone in the office, Steffy asked her pater why he sounded distracted. "Brooke," was all he could say. Steffy was shocked when Ridge told her that Nick was back in city. She did not see the big deal that he sounded to want Brooke. "Why are you so concerned about who Brooke spends her time with?" Steffy asked. Steffy did not suppose it was necessary for Ridge to be so defensive of Brooke. "She's vulnerable right now, so I am going to be concerned and cover her, that is each," Ridge said. Steffy refocused out that Ridge sounded a bit jealous. Ridge denied Steffy's blameworthiness. "What kind of communication does this suppose this is transferring, Mom?" Steffy asked. Taylor was skeptical when Brooke appeared in Eric's living room and congratulated her on her therapist chops. Brooke explained that she was there to drop off some papers for Eric, so Taylor said she would make sure he got them before taking the chance to bring up Nick. Brooke told Taylor that seeing Nick was a big surprise. "A affable one, I assume?" Taylor asked. "I will not deny it was awful to see Nick again," Brooke admitted. Taylor wondered if Nick was as smitten with Brooke as always. "It's no secret that he was always so fond of you," Taylor remarked. "He knows that Ridge and I are a couple and he can pursue you again, as only a Marone man can," she added. Taylor said it was the perfect time for Nick to make his move. "Ridge is with me. You are single, you are available," Taylor refocused out. "Wow, notoriety is clearly interested in Nick and me," Brooke noted. Brooke noted that Ridge did not suppose she should be with Nick again, so Taylor indicted Brooke of inferring that Ridge was jealous. "You'd be happy to know that Ridge denied being jealous," Brooke said. "But let's just say that I see easily now further than ever how important Ridge cares about me and wants to cover me," she added. Hope stopped by Il Giordano to show Cleric her engagement ring. Hope admitted that she no way saw the offer coming. Deacon reminded Hope that she and Carter were lately on the outs, so he asked a pointed question. "Are you sure about this, Hope?" She said that she was, so Deacon tried to be satisfied with her answer. "Dad, please stop. I am the happiest I have been in a long time. The fact that I get to be Mrs. Carter Walton is just icing on the cutlet, so you have nothing to worry about, okay?" Hope assured. Cleric also started to ask about a marriage date and marriage plans. Hope was not that far in the planning stages yet, but she hoped that Deacon would walk her down the aisle despite him not liking Carter. "I promise I'm not looking to be your new hubby's adversary or for him to be mine," Cleric told his son. Of course, he'd walk her down the aisle. "I promise you, Dad. He is a good man," Hope said of Carter. That did not stop Cleric from bringing up the fact that Carter had kissed Daphne. Hope soon sat at the bar, allowing about the fact that Steffy was trying to get Daphne to return. When Carter arrived, Deacon glared at him and told him he demanded to get commodity off her casket. "I do not suppose it's any secret to you how precious my son is to me, but all I want is her happiness, so do not squinch up again," Cleric said before shaking Carter's hand. Carter promised that he was fully committed to Hope. "I know how special she is," Carter said, but he, too, was allowing about Steffy's suggestion that Daphne return, and how he demanded to smooth that over with Hope. Grab your coffee and brace yourself, bold and beautiful fans, because we're diving deep into the twisted, tangled, emotionally chaotic web that has once again enshrouded the hallowed halls of Forrester Creations. What started as a casual conversation about missing fabric has now exploded into a fiery chain reaction, burning trust, singeing friendships, and reigniting the kind of romantic tension only the bold and the beautiful can deliver. From Ridge's secret jealousy over Brooke and Nick's unexpected reconnection, to Carter navigating Hope's fragile heart while Steffy whispers Daphne's name like a ghost from a romantic graveyard, there's no shortage of emotional nuclear bombs being dropped this week. And Deacon? Oh, Deacon Sharp is back in full protective Papa Bear mode, and he's not pulling punches when it comes to Carter Walton. The silk that started it all thread. Steffy Forrester had no idea that a missing shipment of silk would become the first domino to fall in a corporate and emotional catastrophe. When she sat across from Carter in Eric's office, clutching the latest inventory report and a bottle of Daphne's new fragrance, she was trying to solve a logistical problem, not unearth the ghosts of the company's past. But as the scent of Daphne's creation lingered in the air, intoxicating, intense, impossible to ignore, so did her memory. Carter inhaled deeply and declared, "This might be her best yet." And that's when Ridge walked in. "I know that your fiancé has issues with her, but we can't let Hope's feelings interfere with the company's success," Steffy said firmly, staring at Carter with the icy fire of a woman who knows her fashion empire could be compromised by romantic drama. Daphne Rose had been gone for months, but her shadow was long, and Steffy, ever the pragmatic CEO, wasn't above bringing her back. Even if it meant war. Hope's line is in limbo. And so is her heartbroken heart. Carter, attempting to steer the conversation back to safer waters, asked the one question that could stir both opportunity and resentment: "Have you given any thought to restarting Hope for the future?" Hope was ready. Hope wanted it. But the problem was, the Forrester family still couldn't forget her mistakes, or forgive her mother's. Steffy wasn't about to pretend the coup didn't happen. The wounds were too fresh. Carter pressed, knowing that Hope needed purpose again, especially with the upcoming wedding. But Steffy? She wasn't so easily convinced. She had her eyes set on Daphne. And she wanted Carter to convince Hope to let the past go. That request? It would ignite a chain of events no one saw coming. Ridge, Brooke, and the return of Nick Marone fire. Alone with Ridge, Steffy sensed something was off. "Brooke," Ridge admitted. And then the bomb dropped. "Nick's back in town." Steffy blinked. "Why are you so concerned about who Brooke spends her time with?" Ridge gave his usual answer: concern, protection, nothing more. But Steffy wasn't buying it. "She's vulnerable right now, so I'm going to be concerned and protect her, that's all," he said. But Steffy saw it, the jealousy. And she wondered, what kind of message is this sending Mom? Across town, Brooke ran into Taylor in Eric's living room. The atmosphere was tense, polite, but loaded. Taylor wasted no time mentioning Nick, suggesting that the stars were aligned for a Brooke-Nick reunion. "Ridge is with me." "You're single, you're available," Taylor chirped. "And Brooke?" She didn't deny her feelings. But behind every smile was a dagger. Brooke, Nick, Ridge, Taylor, the eternal carousel of hearts had begun to spin again. The proposal that shocked Hope ring. Meanwhile, Hope stunned Deacon when she strolled into Il Giardino flashing a sparkling engagement ring. "Are you sure about this?" Deacon asked. Hope was radiant, saying yes had been the easiest decision of her life, but the shadows of Daphne, the kisses, and the betrayal still lingered. Deacon wasn't so easily convinced. "Dad, please stop. I'm the happiest I've been in a long time," Hope said. Deacon reluctantly gave his blessing, but not without warning Carter in person. And when Carter walked in, the protective dad unleashed a warning that felt more like a threat. "Don't screw up again." The Daphne dilemma high-heeled shoe. Carter left the confrontation with Deacon shaken, but his troubles were just beginning. Because Steffy's plan to bring Daphne back? It wasn't just a business decision. It was a test of loyalty, of truth, of love. Hope didn't know yet. But she would. And when she found out that her fiancé was helping bring back the one woman who nearly destroyed her? The wedding might be off. Brooke versus Taylor. Again Crown. Taylor's smug suggestion that Nick was perfect for Brooke lit a fire in the Logan matriarch. But Brooke wasn't about to let Taylor rewrite history. Yes, Nick still had feelings for her. Yes, Ridge had shown signs of jealousy. But Brooke wasn't the same woman anymore. Or was she? With every run-in with Ridge, every protective gesture, every half-admitted longing, Brooke was sliding back into familiar territory. And Taylor saw it. A storm was coming. Steffy's secret motive revealed firecracker. Why was Steffy so eager to bring Daphne back? Not just for the men's line. Not just for the missing silk. It turns out, Daphne had uncovered a secret about Hope's sabotage of a past campaign, and Steffy wanted leverage. Bringing Daphne back wasn't about business. It was about power. And she knew that if Hope ever found out, the engagement would shatter. Ridge makes a move kiss mark. Ridge, haunted by the idea of Nick rekindling things with Brooke, made an impulsive decision. He showed up at her door. "I don't want to see you hurt," he said. But his eyes told a different story. And when Brooke stepped forward and said, "You still love me, don't you?" Ridge didn't deny it. Hope finds out wilted flower. Hope overheard Carter and Steffy talking about Daphne's possible return. The betrayal was instant. The pain? Unbearable. "You said you were committed to me," she whispered, holding back tears. "I am," Carter replied. But Hope didn't believe him. Not after Daphne. Not after the kiss. And in that moment, Hope realized that her father had been right to be suspicious. Cliffhanger, Daphne returns eyes. As the Forresters gathered for a high-profile press event, whispers filled the room. "She's back." And then she walked in. Daphne rose. Stunning. Confident. Untouchable. The room fell silent. Hope clutched her chest. Carter looked torn. Steffy smirked. And Ridge turned to see Brooke holding Nick's hand. And just like that, the house of Forrester was on fire. What happens when ambition, jealousy, betrayal, and lust collide? You get another week of The Bold and the Beautiful, only this time, the stakes are sky high and the consequences might be irreversible. Will Hope call off the wedding? Will Ridge admit he still loves Brooke? Will Nick win her back? Will Daphne expose Hope's secrets? Ridge wants Luna gone. Brooke wants answers, and fears RJ is secretly the father. Hope is torn between her brother and her new loyalty to Carter. Taylor believes Luna needs psychiatric help. Finn is hiding something, and Steffy knows it. Will Hayes be pulled into an even darker scheme? Is Luna truly unstable, or is she playing the longest con in B&B history? Will Steffy forgive Finn if he's involved? Can Ridge and Brooke stay united with their kids in turmoil? And what dark secret does Sheila Carter know, that she's not saying? Friends say Luna's recent behavior was the result of extreme pressure, unresolved trauma, and the constant comparison to her mother Poppy. But now, Steffy believes Luna may be suffering from something deeper. Delusional episodes. Manipulative tactics. Obsession with family hierarchy. Luna had confided in Hayes, because in her fractured mind, he was the only one who'd listen. She didn't just confess to Hayes. She confided in him as if he were her therapist. Steffy demanded a DNA test. Not just to confirm Luna's pregnancy, but to find out who the father was. Behind closed doors, at a private clinic, Steffy, Luna, and a secret third party waited for the results. But what came back was even more shocking than anyone anticipated. The child wasn't just a Forrester by blood. The DNA matched. Hayes. Steffy's world turned upside down. How was that even possible? Unless Luna used Hayes' toothbrush or hairbrush to falsify a test. Was Luna planning to steal the Forrester fortune by pinning a pregnancy on a child? Or was something far more sinister going on?